Hello and welcome back to the Marvel Strike Force new player experience. This is a series of videos dedicated to brand new players into this game. When you first get into it, there's so many different things to do and so many characters to upgrade, and you don't know where to use your resources. So I did a real quick video the other day of every character in the game, another 10 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever it was. And I did just do a quick yes or no. Yes, build this, don't build this. I wanted to do a little bit more thorough deep dive into it. Nothing crazy, but I just want to go over it by gear selection. So there's 5 different gear types in the game. So this video is dedicated to skill. So let's get into it. We got Ghost Spider here up top. It's the last player that you want to take up to G19 out of the Spider Society team, but I did it. So, Spider Society is the skill meta raid team. They're one of the newest raid teams out, so they're going to be around for a while. So, and they give them to you free early on in the game. It's part of that first strike, second strike, whatever it is, early in the beginning. So, get them, build them up, and especially like a brand new player, use them in the arena, use them everywhere. Absolutely fantastic team. Go for it. Kestrel is a dual trait character. She is skill and tech. Who the hell is Kestrel? Kestrel is an MSF original, so she is actually on the current tech team that's being replaced. The team's coming out, but they're going to keep reworking Kestrel to keep her meta. She's plug and play in every single game mode besides Arena. It's a fantastic character. Take her up. Spider-Man Noir is also part of that Spider Society team that is raid meta. He's also plug and play in other modes and outside of his team. You're using him on his team now, but great character. Take him up. Another one of those free ones they give you right away. Same thing with Black Knight. They give you Black Knight early in this game on that out of time team. Black Knight's incredible. He's still on my arena team. He'll be coming out probably pretty soon once Annihilators are fully released, but Black Knight's an incredible character, and they give him to you free early on. Bring him up, you will not be disappointed. Great character. Spider-Man Pav, another dual trait character, bio and skills. We went over her in another video, but part of the Spider Society team. With great hair comes great responsibility. Build him up. Great character. Black Cat. I keep trying not to recommend Secret Defenders, but there's such a great team, and she's going to be an easy legendary to get because it's Sinister 6 to get her in her Scourge or her Trial or whatever it is. It's part of a really good team in the Secret Defenders, and it's so you don't have to go like nuts on her unless you want to. It's a good character. I don't know about using dark promos on her at this point, but it's a good character and easy enough to unlock because you're going to be building Superior and Sinister 6. Moon Dragon, another one of those cockroaches of MSF team that would never die in the Infinity Watch. I decided to take Moon Dragon up really high instead of everybody else. That was another brilliant move. They had the longest shelf life of pretty much any team in this game. They lasted forever. They had the on-spawn safeguard plus immunity, which made them obnoxious just forever. But that's finally starting to fade out of the game because they got characters coming in that either reduce safeguard count, which is their way of just eliminating safeguard because safeguard you couldn't get rid of, and they'll have characters where they, at least one, and they'll have more moving forward that will not allow safeguard on spawn from the other team. So they're finally dying. Don't build them now. Penny Parker and Peter B, both part of that Spider Society raid meta. Peter B is the linchpin. Penny is absolutely amazing too. Build them both. They give them to you free early. Craven is part of the Superior 6, Sinister 6 rework. I like him. He does important things. If you build him all the way up, like diamond him and all that kind of stuff, he's incredible. But he does an early ability block. He has a AoE attacks and bleeds and all kinds of stuff, and works amazing on that team. You won't be disappointed with that team. That team's going to be around. I have a feeling that team's going to be around for a while. It's a good investment. Iron Fist. No. Nope. And nope. That's very old. They're not very old, but that's an old raid team, so don't even bother with him. Cap Sam does have a speed mechanic on his ultimate where he could rewind the opposing team, but and you could occasionally plug him in here and there in the end game, but he's really there's not much use for him anymore. So he's a no. Okoye had a lot of fun with the Wakandans, and but no, it's just not a character to build anymore. Same with Maria Hill. That's an old raid meta, so don't build that. Shang-Chi used to be like early game, like boss. Like he could rewind and kick everybody in the face. Like he was really, really good for quite a while, but not good anymore. Gamora is another part of that cockroaches of the Infinity Watch. Not a build anymore. Wish it was, but it's just actually I don't wish it was. Forget that team. They're dead. Nakia, also part of that Wakandan team, but now they're faded too far in war. Like I still use them in war, but they're not even in my top 10 war attack teams. It's like, oh, good, I get to use Wakandan. It's because someone's using something weak on defense. Valk, part of Hero Asgardian team, not worth a build now. I know you got to use them for, I think it's like Red Hulk or something like that. You got to use some type of Asgardians, but I wouldn't build pretty much any of them. I just min my way through that. Sharon Carter, part of an old raid team. No, there's not a lot of great skill characters. So actually, this video will be much quicker than the others. Fury is so many people he's so expensive to build up. He's like an every piece character. For like the highest gears, it's just not worth it because his whole value now at this point is his special because he goes fast and then he provides speed up to the rest of the team. So he's kit based at this point. So if you just want to bring him up a little just to use his passive or his special, then do that. But past that, I wouldn't touch anything. Union Jack is he's an invader. He's part of an old skill team. Raid team, so don't bother with him. Echo finds some uses in Crucible every now and again. It depends on the season or the season rules or that kind of thing. Like she finds her way into it, but as a new player, don't even bother. And same thing with Zemo. As a new player, it's kind of interesting. I mean, people are using him with one of with Cabal, one of the top Crucible teams in the game, just because he goes early and provides a crit. I think he's just going to keep finding his way here and there into the meta occasionally for some niche uses, so it wouldn't be the worst thing to build him up a little bit. I've always been happy with him at this level. I'm using him for endgame stuff at the level. He's totally fine. Sif with the Asgardian, no Asgardian at this point. Mockingbird, part of the new Avengers. That it was or still is a decent war offense team. I half built the team, and now I'm stuck with useless gear level at this point. So I wouldn't build new Avengers at this point. Punisher's been long since useful. Proxima Midnight, part of the Black Order, that team is faded. Same with Corvus Glaive, they're faded down to nothing. Bucky Barnes and Vader useless. Ronan, part of that new Avenger team again. I have a hard time recommending that team now. Because by the time you're up to end game level 100, that kind of thing, which doesn't take anywhere near as long as it used to be, but by the time you're there, I mean that team's I have a hard time recommending it. But if you do go for it, go all in on them. Don't half do them like me and have to stare at them every day. You're useless. Taskmaster, for some reason, they give him to you early in one of those first strike, second strike, third strike things or whatever. I don't know why, because he's part of the Underworld, which is a decent war offensive team with Mr. Negative, but I definitely would not build them now unless there's something coming down the road I don't know about. But again, wait for it. Red Guardian's an interesting one because he's a pre-taunting tank, and there's not that many of them on the game, and they do offer a little bit of uniqueness to them because, like, I use him. If someone ever puts nowhere on defense on war, which you shouldn't, but if someone ever does, there's a unique combo to use with him. Every once in a while, he pops into a meta somewhere because pre-taunting tanks just absorb an initial hit to protect other characters. But there's better ones than him now, so I wouldn't build him. Colleen Wing, that's on a dead war defense team. I mean, they still pop Heroes for Hire pop around, but. Minion, no. Invader, no. Captain America, World War II. Killmonger, It's an old Crucible team, old war team. Don't bother with Wakandas. Black Widow back in the day used to be a beast. That was one of the earliest metas from years ago. Bullseye's never been useful. Minion, no. Night Nurse, God, I can't remember how many raid teams ago that was. That was years ago. Hawkeye has an interesting mechanic. I actually use him at this level because he's very fast and he rewinds primary target and the 2 secondary targets around. So if it's like a really niche use, but you could use him at this level because it's all about just getting in there, going first, and then using a special. So he's a character you could build up like a little bit, like even at this level. I've used him for years at this level. Yelena, no, skill military, no. Minion, no. Karnak. There's a character called Starbrand now. People are calling him Starnak because of Karnak. Karnak was the player on Inhumans. You did not want to level up. You had to, but you didn't want to do it because of how terrible he was. More minions. Kingpin, he's on that Underworld team, so I wouldn't build it at this point. Shield Trooper, Shield Operative, Hydra Scientist, Minion. Star-Lord Annihilation. So, and there's another interesting one right after him. Star-Lord Annihilation, part of the Nowhere team. The team is no. Just no. If you want to just build Nova, and I don't even recommend that. If you want to just build Nova, fine, but at this point, do not build Nowhere. Don't build Star-Lord Annihilation. And Endgame Thanos. We get to Endgame Thanos. He's going to be one of the best characters in the game when he's released. He's being released this Friday. He is, I think I have 30,000 cores right now. I'm sitting on. I might use them all on him. He's going to be that good, that important. Get him, do it. Arena meta, take them all the way up. And that's it. Thanks, guys. I'm out.